York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for our main event. 12 rounds of lightweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight.
All right, let's go.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. Teddy, I don't think there's any doubt about it in the matchup that we're seeing here tonight. It's clear who has the superior hand speed. What does the other guy need to do?
He needs to let the faster guy shadow box. Step out of range where he can't use his speed.
Let it go.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Commits to the straight right. Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home.
Good job, buddy.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. That was not well targeted by Lopez.
Active body.
Good defensive skill. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. You see him holding on. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Good way to protect the midsection.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
Work the body.
Well off the mark by Merciless. Parries that punch away and just grabbing onto his opponent. Lopez is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Trying to score up top, off the mark there. Halfway through round number 2. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Lopez.
Keep working the body.
The Mongoose has got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good job protecting himself.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Able to dismiss that body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good body shot. The right hand came home. Scores up top with a left. Able to cover up that gut halfway through this round here. Fine looking right hand by Merciless. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
A piercing jab by Lopez. Off target with that hook. Ten seconds to go in this third round.
Let's go.
Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. And round 3 comes to an end.
Okay, relax now. How you feeling?
Lopez is out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. The Mongoose is clamped down by a left hand.
Nice work, nice work.
Lopez's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Nice block by Lopez. The Mongoose is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
90 seconds to go in round number 4.
You got this one.
And he ties up on the inside.
Beat him to the punch.
A stinging uppercut by the Mongoose. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Jump on him. Nice.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
He's tied. He's tied.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Final 10 seconds.
Listen, you need to move your head more, side to side, okay?
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him? Oh, that uppercut got him badly.
Finish with a hook.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. He just missed that shot up top. Accurate hook. Halfway into round number 5 here. The Mongoose's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Scored well with that straight left.
Body shot, body shot.
Nice block by Merciless. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Blocks the headshot.
All right, breathe. Deep breath. Get some water. You good? You all right? Breathe for me. Good. Now listen. You threw a wide punch out there and he caught you.
So this round is underway, and what a difference a break makes for him. Look at how fresh he is to start this round after getting hit hard and rocked in that last round.
What a difference a rest makes when the corner knows how to take advantage of that rest. They got water on him, they revived him, they massaged his legs a little bit, gave him some encouragement. Good to go.
Hook! Hook!
And he engages in the clinch.
Pace yourself!
Lopez is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Punch! Punch!
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Relax, relax.
Unable to make an impact there by Lopez.
Work your body, kid. Body shots.
The Mongoose is giving me a sense that Lopez is hurt by a big shot.
Rich!
He is stunned, but somehow manages to have the wherewithal to hold on.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Lopez is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Focus. Keep working the body.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
Woo! Unload! Unload! More punches!
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Merciless.
Uppercut!
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. 10 clicks of the talk. And this round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him. Not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
He missed with that headshot. The Mongoose's work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Hook! Hook! Pace yourself!
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Hey, 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 let's go!
Good return fire that time. Not able to land the headshot at the halfway point of round 7. And a smart counterpunch by Lopez.
Punch! Punch! Relax, relax.
Nice block by Merciless. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Seconds to go in the 7th.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to.
Let's look at Teddy's scorecard as we start this 8th round. And I think this tells pretty much the story. Yeah, he's got a slight lead. However, there have been those moments where you see a defensive flaw.
Yeah, the other guy's coming on fast. The defensive flaw is that he covers up too much. He blocks too many punches. And when you're blocking too many punches, well, the guy puts punches together. Some are going to get through. Some are getting through.
Active body. Oh.
Not much action as he just ties up.
Unload, more punches.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Pace yourself.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Big shot. One shot and down, Teddy.
And now he's going to have to find a way to clinch. He needs time to recover.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
You're not focusing. Come on, cover up.
Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You jab it at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Missed the target with that hook. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
Kind of like being at the carnival, you know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger, but you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Nice!
Move your head. Keep your head moving.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Well, Teddy, you get in a spot like this, and everybody has their eyes on the fighter who was just knocked down in the last round. What do you look for? What tells you right away that you know what his status is?
Well, it's two things. The easiest one is the legs, so I want to see if they're steady, if they're firm, if he's okay. But the next thing is his personality, believe it or not. It's kind of like when you go out to a bar with someone, they have a few drinks, and all of a sudden they're a different person. You know they're drunk. Well, I want to see whether or not my fighter's drunk. If he starts rushing at the guy, starts acting in a way that he's never acted before, I know it's time to pull the plug.
Halfway through the 9th round. Lopez is clearly affected by that.
Let it go! Jab, jab!
In and out, in and out. You're not focusing.
There you go!
Focus.
Get in there!
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
That's what I
The
want to see.
Mongoose's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. I like the way he looked at the end of that round. It looks like he's gaining some momentum here. Good competitive fight, and I do believe that he's up on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have it the same way.
Watch that!
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see.
Looking good! That's it, just like that!
Face back to the body.
Good double jab by Lopez.
Keep working the body.
You got this one!
You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Lopez has given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Oh, you're doing great.
Uppercut. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Go, hit him.
Hands up. Hands up.
Still not moving enough. Move, move. Keep doing what you're doing.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Back to the body. Work the body.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go. And round 10 comes to an end.
You're not working on anything we worked on. You're not doubling your jab. You gotta work this kid. You understand? You gotta keep working.
I'm sure as a trainer, when you get in a spot like this, there's extra emphasis of letting your charge know just what he's capable of pulling off. I look at your scorecard. He's only trailing by a very small margin here in round number 11.
Well, the key right now as a trainer, and you just touched on it, you have to remind your charge, your fighter, of why he's doing it. Things that he understood when it was nice and calm, when everything was very understandable, when he told you in the gym, hey, I want to be champion. You got to remind him of that and say, okay, here's your chance. Here's your moment.
Nice work, nice work.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Double up on
And
your
you can see
punches.
he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Focus in. Keep working the jab. Good, good. Let's see some more head movement. Focus.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Lopez's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Halfway through this 11th round. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. That was a fine block by Merciless.
You got this one.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. He just missed that shot up top.
Jump on him. Nice.
A headshot blocked. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back.
Nice shot.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
He's tired. He's tired.
The Mongoose is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Lopez is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Oh, and he got caught right there. Everything was going fine, and then he got caught.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Goes down for the first time tonight, but you can see he's ready to make up for it here.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in the basement, not a full flood. But if he doesn't want those pipes to burst, he better figure out quick why he got dropped.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Nice block by Merciless. And he's holding.
Head and body. Head and body.
Last dance, last chance. Last minute of the last round.
Jab, jab. There you go.
You're not focusing.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
Focus.
Keep working it like the hook.
And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. Final bell of what is going to be a very tough fight to score.
I mean, you could make a case in every round for both guys. That is all you need to know how difficult this decision will be.
Lopez's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.